Good morning, students. Welcome all of you for today's accountancy class. Today we are going to start our not starting. We are continuing the reconstitution of partnership firm, whatever we discussed the last day, and the next topic, that is changing profit sharing ratio. Okay. So what do you mean by goodwill? The treatment, the valuation of goodwill. Everything we discussed in the last class. So today we'll be discussing the reconstitution of partnership firm and the change in profit sharing ratio. So already I told you reconstitution means what? Whenever there is a change in the partnership agreement and a new agreement come into existence, that is called what? Reconstitution. So there are so many situations of reconstitution, that is admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, change in profit sharing ratio, death of a partner. So these are the situations reconstitution usually happens in the business. Okay, so today we will discuss what is change in profit sharing ratio. So from the name itself we can understand there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. So in the first chapter and in the valuation of goodwill also we discussed on the ratios. Okay, so ratio is a very important thing for the partners. Whatever amount belongs to the partner or whatever the partner has to give it to the firm, everything we will be dividing according to the ratios. So there are different types of ratios: new ratios, old ratios, then sacrificing ratio, gaining ratio. So these are the common types of ratios we can see in the partnership business. So but which ratio is to be applied in what circumstances depends on the adjustment and the treatment of that particular item. Okay, so today we will be discussing treatment of goodwill. Okay, so last class we discussed the valuation of goodwill. So valuation of goodwill is different and the treatment of goodwill is different. Okay, so valuation means just we are valuing the goodwill because because the market value of goodwill is will not be available just like an fixed asset, machine or plant and plant, land, building, like that. No, this intangible assets value is impossible to calculate easily. That's why we are valuing by adopting different methods. Now we are going to do the treatment of goodwill. This treatment of goodwill is there in the admission chapter, retirement, death chapter. Everywhere you can see the treatment of goodwill. So almost all we are going to study, it will be there in the coming chapters also. Okay, so but how to treat it, that method will change, because changing profit sharing ratio is a situation, but admission is another situation, retirement and death is of course another situation. So when situations change, how to treat a particular item, that also will change. But there are some common items you can see in almost all these chapters. Okay, so here today we will discuss the treatment of goodwill. And so change in profit sharing ratio, whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio, that results in gain or sacrifice of the partner. So one partner may gain and another partner may sacrifice. Okay, so always whenever we change the ratio, suppose 2 I am getting 2, you are getting 1, so tomorrow onwards I'll be getting 1, you will be getting 2. That means what? I'll be sacrificing, you will be gaining tomorrow onwards. So that gain or sacrifice we have to adjust before the date of change. That is called accounting treatment. Okay, so always gaining partner, those who is getting more from tomorrow onwards or after the change, that person has to compensate the sacrificing partner. Okay, now gain or sacrifice, one example we'll see. Suppose X and Y are partners in a firm, the ratio 4 is to 1, so their new ratio is 3 is to 2. Okay, so both of these items are totally same, 4 is to 1, 4 plus 1 5, and 2 3 is to 2 also, the total is 5 only. Okay, so that you can see, find the sacrifice or gain. Okay, so here I'll explain something. So gaining ratio, so gaining, we can have a gaining, we have gain and sacrifice. Okay, so either you can use gaining ratio equation or you can use sacrificing ratio equation. No need to calculate separate, any one equation you use. For example, I'm telling gaining ratio equation is, gaining ratio is equal to what? New ratio minus old ratio. Okay, so in this answer, if it is answer is coming positive, then it is gain. Understood? If the answer is coming negative, then it will be sacrifice. That's why I'm telling, no need to put both the ratios and calculate. Any one ratio you apply. If your answer is positive, then it is gain. If the answer is negative, then it is sacrifice, because you put gaining ratio equation and the answer is coming in negative, then it will be what? Sacrifice. That is called x. If suppose it is answer is coming 0, then no sacrifice, no gain. Understood? So these three situation you can see, or you can use sacrificing ratio equation. So sacrificing ratio equation means just reverse of gaining ratio equation. Sacrificing ratio, how we can write? Old ratio minus new ratio. Okay, so old ratio here positive means what? Sacrifice, because which equation you are applying? Sacrificing ratio. So positive means that only. If the answer is coming negative, then it will be gain. Okay, if it is coming 0, then no sacrifice, no gain. So these three things you understand and remember. Understood? No? So any one equation you put, either you put sacrifice ratio equation or you put gaining ratio equation. Okay, so here I am giving you this gaining ratio equation. So find the sacrifice or gain by the partners. So now gaining ratio, if I follow gaining ratio equation is old new ratio minus old ratio. So new ratio is one, here x and y are the partners. So new ratio is 3 is to 2. Okay, old ratio is 4 is to 1. Now gaining ratio, from new ratio you minus the old ratio. That's all for x and y. So for x, how will come? So x is equal to, how we can write new ratio? 3 by 5 minus old ratio 4 by 5 is equal to, so here denominator same, so I write 5. 3 minus 4, answer will be minus 1. So I told you which ratio we put? Equation gaining ratio. In gaining ratio it is coming minus, that means this is sacrifice. That means x is what? Sacrificing. Understood? No? Now we'll write for y. So y is equal to old ratio of y, new ratio of y is 2 by 5 minus old ratio is 1 by 5. You can see, no? Okay, now answer will be 1 by 5. So here 2 minus 1 means 1. So 1 by 5, this will be what? Gain only. So who is gaining? Y is gaining and x is sacrificing. Now 1 by 5, 1 by 5 we got. Okay, here also I will show you. 1 by 5 sacrifice, 1 by 5 gain. Now suppose for example this 50,000 is the value of goodwill in your question. So in this sacrifice and gain we will divide and adjust between the partners. Partners will adjust through their capital account or current account. Understood? So they will not divide the total 50,000, only the that change, that amount only they are adjusting. Now x is sacrificed by 1 by 5 of what? 50,000. Now we'll calculate how much is the amount. So x will be sacrificing 50,000 into 1 by 5, so it will be 10,000. Y sacrifice again 50,000 into 1 by 5, so 10,000. 1 by 5 understood? No? We calculated this only. This you have to apply in that amount. So 10,000 sacrificed by x, y sacrificed 10,000. Sorry, y gained 10,000. That means due to the change next year onwards, this x will be sacrificing 10,000, y will be gaining 10,000. That 10,000 amount, that is the change. That only the change. Remaining amount, no problem. So 10,000 figure, who will adjust? Y will adjust with x, means y will be giving to x. So whoever giving, that is called a gaining partner. So gaining partner should be debited always. So gaining partner account debtor to sacrificing partner, that is the journal entry. Understood? No? That means y is capital, y is account debtor to x capital account. So that will be the journal entry. So journal entry also given how much amount? 10,000 only you have to write. Don't divide 50,000 only you have to apply, but you have to write the 10,000 figure. Only the change we are taking, no, not the full amount. Okay. Now We'll see through one question. Here x and y are partners. They are in the ratio of 3:1. There in the previous question, no goodwill already given. This question I am giving because goodwill is not given in the question. You have to calculate the value of goodwill also. Okay. Now we see from 1st April 2016 onwards, the profit share ratio they decided to change into what 5:3. So their old ratio is what 3:1 and the new ratio is 5:3. So important thing, you write it down in your book. Okay. Now the partnership deed provides that in the event of any change in profit share ratio, the goodwill should be valued at the total of 2 years profit preceding the date the decision become effective. So when this decision become effective, 1st April 2016 onwards. So preceding to 2015, 2016, what are the years? Here 3 years given. So preceding 2 years means only this and this will come. This will not come. So proceeding to 2016, these are the years. So respectively, what is the profit given? So 2016. So 2016 is 90,000, 2014, 15 is 70,000. So these are the 2 years profit. Here they are not asking any average profit, super profit or capitalization method. They said at the total of 2 years profit. So you just total the 2 years profit. Number of years purchase also not there. Okay. Now we'll see the answer. First we will calculate what the value of goodwill. Value of goodwill, 2 years total profit we have to take. So that already we calculated. Find out 70,000 plus 90,000. So the goodwill value is how much? 1,60,000. This is the goodwill value we calculated. Okay. This is goodwill. Now next what? Next what we have to calculate? This goodwill amount should be divided in sacrifice or gain. So we have to calculate sacrifice or gain. So here their ratio also given. Old ratio 3:1, new ratio 5:3. Okay. So like what we did in the previous question we'll do. So here also if we use gaining ratio, equation is what? New ratio minus old ratio. Okay. So for x we'll see x new ratio is 5 by 8 minus old ratio is 3 by 4. So here it is not possible to direct deduct 5 minus 3. Why? Because here this is different, denominators are different. So in this situation of fraction, what to do? Usually we'll take LCM. So how to calculate LCM means we make this denominator same for both the number, then we can deduct. Okay. So 8 and 4 LCM is how to calculate 8 and 4. You studied it in lower classes. Okay, we'll do once again. 2 से करेंगे, 4 2s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Okay, again 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 2s are 2, again 2, 1 1. Understood? Okay, now we'll multiply 2 into 2 into 2. So 8 will come, 8 into 1 into 1, 8 only. So LCM is how much? 8 will come. Okay, 8 is the LCM. Now 8 will write. So 8 will write. So 8 upon, already I wrote that one. Okay, once again I'll write. A new ratio is 5 by 8 minus old ratio is 3 by 4. Okay, now common is 8. Now this 8 by 8, 1 into 5, 5. Divide the denominator, multiply the numerator. That is the rule. Next, 8 by 4, 2. 2 into 3, 6. Answer will be minus 1 by 8. So minus is coming, so it is what? Sacrifice. In which ratio? In which equation? Gaining ratio equation. So in gaining ratio equation you are getting what? Minus. That is why it is sacrifice. Okay. Now next for y we will see. Y, for y, old ratio, new ratio is 3 by 8 minus new ratio is 1 by 4. Okay, so LCM we already calculated, same 8. So 8 by 8, 1 1 into 3, 3 minus 8 by 4, 2 2 into 1, 2. So 3 minus 2, 1. So 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is positive, that is gain. That means x is sacrificing and y is gaining. Understood? So this is the thing. Okay, Now we'll see here. So everything whatever I discussed calculated here. Now after calculating this gain or sacrifice, here what is the amount of goodwill? 1 lakh 60. That 1 lakh 60 you divide in this gain or sacrifice ratio. So X sacrifice will be 20,000. Next Y also will be 20,000. Okay. Now Y will be giving 20,000 rupees to the X. Okay. Now that only for goodwill treatment. So goodwill treatment, what you understood, you have to calculate sacrifice or gain. If goodwill is not given in the question, that goodwill also you have to calculate. Now accounting treatment for reserves and accumulated profits. So reserves means last year you studied, just if you have textbook, just to go through that different types of reserves are there. General reserve, investment fluctuation reserve, workman compensation reserve. So different types of reserves are there. So reserves are generated from profits. It's a kind of profit or savings for the business. So to strengthen the business power. Okay. So whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio, so suppose 2021 April onwards our ratio will change if we know that. So till 2021 March, whatever general reserve accumulated profits or even losses are there in the business, that what we can do, we have to share among the old partners or the existing partners, they will share it. But remember which ratio? Old ratio. So each item in which ratio you have to divide, that you remember please, otherwise it will be wrong for you. Understood? Because always students commit mistake in this only, they are confused where to use old ratio, where to use sacrificing ratio, like that. No, everywhere confusions will come because we are going to study other chapters also. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, accumulated profits, reserves, everything. If no other information, no specific information, you have to divide it in old ratio. Okay, now that only. So if it is profit or reserve, this is the journal entry. This will be going to the credit side of partners capital account. Reserve account debtor, profit and loss, workman compensation, investment fluctuation, to old partners capital account. Understood? This will be going to the credit side of capital account. Now if it is loss, then it will be going to the debit side of capital account. So partners capital account will be debited. This theory already I told you. Whenever partners are getting something, it will be credited. Whenever the partners are giving something to the firm, their account will be debited. Okay, now if we prepare the capital account, how it will appear? If two partners are there, A and B this side, and here also A and B, A B. So A B. So if general reserve, if A and B get, by general reserve will come, by P and L will come if profit, by WCR workman compensation reserve will come. Understood? No? So each column we write the amount. That means this account debtor to A and to B, Proyandel debtor to A and B, WCR account debtor to A and B. Understood? No? Now if it is loss, where it will come? This side will come to P and L. Profit and loss account, you remember, because profit and loss account we will say only profit and loss account only. That can be profit or loss also, because we will not say profit account, loss account separately. Profit and loss account, so usually we use debit and credit. Profit and loss account DR, debit means loss. Profit and loss account CR, credit means it is profit. So that also take care. Okay, so A's capital account debtor to P and L, B's capital account debtor to P and L. Understood? No? So whenever there is a profit and reserve, it will be credited to partner's capital account. If it is loss, it will be debited. This is debit side. Okay, now clear, I think. Now deferred revenue expenditure also loss. This is remaining part of the loss, like advertisement expenditure, unwritten off portion, we have to write off. That partners only have to suffer anyway. Okay, now one question we'll discuss. See here, XYZ are partners, and the 4:3:2 is the ratio. So whatever, see here, but this only I told you. Profit and loss account credit means this is what? Profit only. Suppose in case it is given debit, then it is what? Loss. Okay, so profit will go to credit side, partners capital account will be credited. then general reserve given, workmen compensation reserve given. So all these three, this one are profit form. But this advertisement expenditure is what? Debit means it appear in the asset side. So even if it is loss, P&L account also appear in the asset side. Advertisement suspense account also asset side only, because we have to write off that loss. Okay. Now for these three items, all profit nature items, we can pass together journal entry. Which one? These three. So 1,20,000 plus 45 plus 60, 2,25,000 will come. For that we can pass one single journal entry. That means P&L account debtor, general reserve account debtor, WCR account debtor, to X capital, to Y capital, to Z capital. But the total you have to divide and put in X, Y, Z. Okay. So 2,25,000 will come. That 2,25,000 divide in which ratio? This old ratio. New ratio don't take. Here new ratio is also there, equal. Means 1:1:1, three partners. So don't take this equal ratio. You have to take which ratio? This 4:3:2. Okay. Now how journal entry will come? We'll see. So profit and loss account debtor 1,20,000, GR debtor 45, WCR debtor 60. Now X will be getting 1 lakh, Y will be getting 75, and Z, no, you write there, because it was in next page, so I couldn't take photo together. So Z will be coming 50,000. That also you write. Okay. Now for the loss, advertisement suspense account is there. For the loss, it will be going to the debit side of partners capital account. So that 90,000 is there. See here, 90,000. This 90,000 also shared in 4:3:2. So 4, 3, 2, also 9 only. So 90,000 you can easily divide 40, 30, 20. Okay. So this is the thing. So whenever there is accumulated profits and losses, that will be shared in the old ratio. Okay. So but some changes are there that we will study later. This much only for today. I hope you understood, and thank you so much. Okay, if any doubt, you kindly message me and ask me. No problem in that. Okay, bye, take care.